Before we get started, we've got a little something for you, something special. These are letters from home.
Oh.
Eliza, from your boyfriend.
Thank you.
Carly, from your boyfriend. And Tamara, from your husband.
I'm already emotional today as it is. To have a letter from my partner is so lovely, but is such an emotional thing.
So today, we want you to use those memories as inspiration for the dish you're going to cook that's going to get you into finals week. To evoke a memory, you need to give us sensory clues. The smell, the taste, the sights, maybe even the sound and the touch. We want you to transport us to that place and that time. Give us a dish that captures why that experience is so special to you both.
Are you ready?
Yes, Gary.
Your time starts now.
Go, guys. Well done.
The memory that I'm going to use as my inspiration is gazing through pastry shop windows in Paris and drinking rosé. It's just that pivotal point in time that I'm going to reference. Right in front of me is a bottle of beautiful rosé from Provence, which is where we spent most of our honeymoon. So I'm definitely using that in my dish. The judges want the smell, the touch. They want to be there. They want to be transported to your memory.
Come on, Tamara.
Go, Tamara. Come on.
I want to do something with pastry today. It was something that, you know, really made me fall in love with food on that holiday, and I'm going to make some macarons. I'm going to fill them with a creme fraiche and goat's cheese inside of that. The cheese is amazing in France. And also do something with the strawberries and the rosé and maybe a bit of tarragon, which is just a really classic French herb, which I kind of almost discovered while I was there as well.
Today I'm going to make mini macaron parfait sandwiches with goat's cheese, strawberries, tarragon and rosé. I want to do my strawberries 3 different ways. I want to roast some, macerate some, pickle some in some rosé verjuice, and I also want to make a little bit of strawberry tarragon syrup too.
Come on, Tam, you're doing really well.
Push, Tam.
I'm going to do all I can today to fight to stay in this competition.
Come on, mate.
I've got some strawberries on in the oven and I'm working on my goat's cheese, creme fraiche and tarragon parfait mixture. I'm working on a frozen kind of goat's cheese mousse, which I want to freeze into little shapes and fill that inside the macaron.
Doing great, Tamara. Come on. You're doing awesome, Tim.
It takes quite a while to freeze goat's cheese parfait mixture. I need to get them in the freezer ASAP.
Think how many you need, Tamara. You don't need to do that many. Come on.
Yeah, true. Really important that these freeze in time.
Get them in, come on.
Now I start making macarons. These macarons are extremely important. It's all of the attention to detail that will make this recipe work or fail.
You know, French desserts are all about perfection. Those sweets, they look like works of art in the window, and that's what I want to put on the plate.
I incorporate the meringue into my dry mixture, and this is something that is also extremely technical.
Check out that colour.
Wow, what's that?
The macaronage.
Well, the macaronage. Oh.
So you're making macarons?
Yes. I've actually made them for my dog before too.
All right.
Oh.
Nice macarons, great.
Yep.
How are you going to bring that feeling of that French pastry shop?
I love, you know, small little tiny things, and that's what I love about pastry. They have to look perfect, colourful, you know, 3 little bites that just look like a pastry shop window.
Okay.
They look perfect, they look beautiful. Yeah.
Good, let's hope you got enough time.
You need to push.
Yes, thank you.
I'm hanging everything on the fact that these macarons need to look like 3 little perfect things on the plate, just like the pastry shop windows I've seen, and if I can't deliver that, I'm going home.
Come on, you 3! Come on!
Doing well. Come on, Tam, doing really well.
I've got my goat's cheese parfait in the freezer. I start working on my macaron shells.
You got this, Tam. Come on, Tamara.
I've made macarons quite a few times before. It's all of the attention to detail that will make this recipe work or fail. If these macaron shells crack in the oven because they haven't been rested long enough or because the mixture is too loose or too stiff,
I'm definitely going home.
They look really good. That beautiful colour.
The longer you leave it out, like it'll develop a little skin. If I was making macarons at home, I would leave them to rest out at room temperature for an hour or more. The longer you rest them, they develop a little skin on top, which makes sure that it definitely won't crack when it goes into the oven. I don't have that amount of time. I'm gonna rest them maybe for about 10 minutes, but then they have to go in.
So you're not technically going to have time to let these dry and form a skin, are you?
No, I'm gonna have to take my chances, I think.
How long will you cook them for?
About 14 minutes. I have to take my chances and maybe hedge my bets.
Almost there, Tim. You're doing well. Looks great.
All right, next.
Guys, listen up. 10 minutes. Yes.
Yes, George.
Yes.
Yes, George.
Yes.
Yes,
Come
George.
on, let's go. 10 minutes. Come on.
I definitely am happy with how everything's going at this point. I'm running to that oven to check those macaron shells and... Oh, they look perfect!
Yeah, well done, Tam.
Oh my God!
Get it on the plate.
It's time to unmold my parfaits. And as soon as I touch the centres, they're not set. I have nothing to put inside those macarons. This is a failure of a dish, and I'm definitely going home.
You're almost there, Tim.
Tamara's really worrying me. She's got runny parfait mixture. She's got heaps to do, and time's running out.
Oh my God, I'm in trouble. The only thing that comes to mind is liquid nitrogen, which I am familiar with from Heston Week.
Come on, Sam. When you're this close to finals week, all you want to do is just get into finals week, so you can really feel it. They are all cooking so well, so I have no idea who's going home.
Come on, Tim.
Guys, make these last 5 minutes absolutely count, yeah? You want to be in finals week. Come on.
Come on,
Moment of truth. My macaron shells have been in the oven for 15 minutes and it's time to take them out. Need to get these babies off. Hopefully they're ready.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
look
nice,
at that.
Tam.
Well done.
Nice.
Look at
They actually look perfect. Now it's just time to get them on the plate. I just have to pray that what I've put on that plate will transport the judges to that beautiful place. If it doesn't look perfect like the pastry windows I've seen in France, it's not my memory.
Come on, Tam.
I'm frantically trying to plate this dish, but still make it beautiful. Syrup roasted strawberries, pickled strawberries.
Come on, you're almost there.
This is it. 10 seconds. 9,
8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Tools down. Step away from your benches. Well done.
Well done, girls.
Oh my God, look at the colour. This is me on a plate, and I'm extremely happy with it. It's really going to be up to the judges and their palates.
What have you cooked?
I've done little mini macaron parfait sandwiches. The parfait is goat's cheese, tarragon and creme fraiche. Some roasted strawberries, some pickled in rosé verjuice and some macerated in rosé and tarragon.
And the short menu description is?
Macarons.
Macaron ice cream sandwich with strawberries.
Yes. In Tim's letter, he spoke about our honeymoon, and that was a really special time, not only because it was our honeymoon, but also the inspiration that I got from it. Literally gazing through pastry shop windows and just looking at the array of the beautifully coloured goods, you know, those big puffy meringues, the macarons, the croissants, drinking rosé every single night. That is literally what I brought you on the plate, the rosé, the cheese, you know, the macarons, the colour. That's what I really wanted to portray.
Good tasting. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
How good does this look?
My eyes lit up. I thought, great idea, macaroon ice cream sandwich, great idea, get it. And when she popped it in front of us, I just went, amazing, beautiful pastry shop. Took me straight there.
That That looks amazing.
Oh.
I love it. That is pretty damn good.
I like this because I love that slight cheesiness that with the sweetness is really yummy and delicious. I like the coolingness. I love the tarragon. I love the syrup. It's sort of strawberries and cream.
What makes this such an exciting dessert is when you see macarons, you think sugar, 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 sugar. And what she's managed to do with the acidity of the rosé, with the verjuice on the strawberries, with that tarragon, with that goat cheese, is to just balance all that sweetness.
Guys, today you'll be cooking a club sandwich with a side of fries.
Nice.
For 50 members of the Alfa Romeo Car Club.
Oh my God.
For contestants, this is MasterChef. We don't want to see a boring old dodgy club sandwich. We want to see a delicious club sandwich. A little bit of creativity. But remember, it must taste yum. And fries? If you can't nail fries, well, do you belong in the top 10?
No.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines, go.
Let's go, guys. All right, let's go straight in that. See what we've got. So we get back and we've got an hour and a half to put up 50 club sandwiches for the Alfa Romeo members.
So club sandwich, what are we thinking? Bacon?
Bacon. Definitely the bacon.
We've got sourdough, chicken and Sebago potatoes as the core ingredients. So today the blue team are going to make a zesty crumbed chicken, slow roasted tomato and bacon sandwich with a thrice fried fries to accompany it.
Emma and I will do the potatoes, aioli, salad, bread.
Okay, beautiful.
I'll do chicken.
Yep. Lino, what do you want, dude?
Tomatoes. We've got an hour and a half to do this challenge today, and with what we've got, they're relatively simple concepts, but the flavours we're going to get are going to be so magnified. So, you know, the time we've got should be just enough, but we've got to move real quick.
Tomatoes are in. I'm going to get started on the bacon. 17 breasts done.
Look at us go, we're machines.
Normally a club sandwich, it's got the bread, but there's also a middle bit of bread. And I always find that a little bit too stodgy. So I'm thinking that maybe we should surround the chicken with breadcrumbs from the sourdough that we've got.
Just keep working, doing really well, Luce. Just keep at it, yeah?
Matt, Gary and George are judging our food. I know when it's them, you always need to put a bit of a spin on it, and I'm hoping that our chicken is enough to sway them.
Where we at, guys?
I'm chopping potato chips. I still need people peeling potatoes though.
All right.
So today I'm making triple cooked chippies. Yummy.
Talk to me, guys. Where we at?
Peeling spuds like it's $19.99.
Ideally, I'd like to cook the chips 3 times. So boil, then gently fry them, and then you nuke them till they're done. I think I can do that in the timeline. I've just got to peel them and chop them into chips and get them on the boil.
Now, Emma, you're on the chip. Is triple cook the way to go? You wouldn't think about going a more traditional double cook manner? Would that be quicker? Is that going to give you the best result?
Matthew, Preston, stop giving me hints. What do you mean?
I'm still thinking triple cook, but I know that I've just got to head down and go as fast as I can. Otherwise, it'll just concertina into badness.
Okay, what do you need, Luce?
I need you to start cooking them. So get another tray.
Yeah, I've got the tray over there.
And to start cooking them.
Luce is through the crumbing stage of her chicken, so I decide to put it into the deep fryer. When it turns golden brown, I remove it.
They are beautifully crispy. I should see they're cooked all right.
I've taken the piece out, I've cut it in half, and
it's not cooked.
It's so raw. You can't eat that by any means. No one can.
Okay, Daniel, it's cooking too quick.
The reason it's raw is because the fryer is actually too hot. So it's actually making the breadcrumbs really brown and the inside of the chicken is not cooking quickly enough. So what we need to do is come up with another option.
So what we're going to do, we're going to deep fry the chicken and then going to go in the oven. All right?
One of them crossed my mind is the concept of putting the chicken in the oven, and at the same time, I've got to take the tomatoes out.
Oh, that smells friggin' amazing.
The smell of the beautiful roasted tomatoes is fantastic. I'm not sure if this chicken's going to cook the way I want it to, but at least those tomatoes taste amazing.
We need chicken up. We need to get something on a plate.
With 15 minutes to go, that chicken's done.
Is that ready? That's ready.
Apart from the fact that that chicken's not actually a chicken fillet, it's more like a nugget, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Biggest thing I'm worried about now is the chips.
The chips are going mental. I just went... I'm struggling against adversity with these fries, so I think I have to can thrice-cooked chips and just go for a twice-cooked chip.
But it's better than a thing.
And hope that they'll be okay in that hot oil.
Yeah, a bit worried at the moment. I'm a bit worried I'm not going to get it all done.
I am praying.
Come on, MasterChef gods, please.
Daniel!
Get them on, yes!
Go, start serving.
It's time to serve them up, and sandwiches not being made. This is not ideally the position I wanted to be in.
Pump these out, pump these out, pump these out, get them going.
I wanted to be ready and portioning up everything by now.
Pump these out, get them going. Get them going. Service with a smile.
Who can I interest in some blue? Oh, here we go. The blue finally got out there. It's slow from the blocks, but you're not going to be disappointed.
Finally, we started to bust out sandwiches. We got them onto the plates.
Very impressive cars down there. I hope you're going to take it for a drive after.
I love the sandwich put out. You've got the chicken itself, which is just the crunchiness. And don't forget the chips.
Have some crispy chips, the crunchiest chips you're ever going to taste.
Chips, they're amazing. They're crispy. You can hear them snap. Yay! Just yay! Thank you, yay!
Look at this, the first of the clubs to taste, and this is the blue teams. And they've done a crumb chicken with bacon and, best of all, little crispy chips. I'll be honest with you, I think it's really tasty. Good flavours.
What I really love is the cherry tomatoes, because they've sort of blistered them slightly in the oven with a bit of garlic. They're really intense and full of flavour.
And the chips, crunchy and delicious.
The chips are awesome.
So, we're going to do a viewer's choice steak and toasted cheese sandwich, and we're going to do an aioli. The steak sandwich has to have 3 things: bread, meat, onions. Now, if you can add creamy in terms of cheese and also a bit of aioli, you've got the perfect steak sandwich in my book. So what I've done here, tablespoon of olive oil, just enough to coat the pan, 2 beautifully hand-carved onions. We're going to cook everything down. So basically, it's a 2-stage process. Cook down the onions till translucent, and then hit it with butter and hit it with sugar. So we've got 2 onions, and we've got about a tablespoon and a half of salt. And we're just going to fry those down. That's going to take about 10 minutes for those to soften. Just like Heston has George today, I'm going to need an assistant, and so I'm going to pick Harry. So first thing, I need to keep an eye on those. They'll take about 10 minutes. Yep. We're now going to do the steak. Do you want to heat up the frying pan? So hot pan for the steak. I've got porterhouse here, good for flavour. What I want you to do, Harry, when that pan is hot, I need you to cook the steak.
Do you want me to season them first?
You could put salt on them, but definitely never pepper, because the pepper will burn.
Yeah.
Sear it first on the fat side to get some colour on the fat. How are we going there, Harry?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, good. You're getting some nice crispy colour on there. Yeah. OK, you can flip them a minute on each side. So searing is about getting the brown for the flavour. Right, so these onions are starting to soften now. Just 20 grams of butter and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Give that a stir. Watch those steaks. How long has that been, Harry? How long has that been?
About a minute, I think.
That's been well over a minute. Flop them. Bang them out now. I think it's a really good idea when you're resting meat to rest it just on a grill like that, so it rests all over, because you don't want heat bouncing back up. Right, aioli, a salt, lemon juice from half a lemon, Dijon mustard. I've got about 8 roasted garlic cloves there. 1 whole egg with the white. Don't break the yolk when you put it in. And then, at this point, this is where we break the orthodoxy, all the oil in at once. Now, you could use a combination of oil, you could use olive oil. I'm using grapeseed because I think it's got quite a neutral flavour, and I want that garlic flavour to come through. So, 300 mils of oil. The key is to use the basket of the stick blender over the yolk, and then, when we start to see ribbons coming out the side of the stick blender, we're going to pull it up, OK? Now, there, my friends, is mayonnaise. OK, next up, the bread. I'm going to show you a little trick with bread. So it's very important when you cook always to colour coordinate with your kitchen appliances. I love that, I love that, I love that. So I'm going to take 2 bits of thin bread and I'm going to put them in the toaster like that, pop them down. What's going to happen? Outside, crunchy, toasty. Inside, lovely, white and steamy. It's going to mean that the juices of the meat are going to soak into the bread much more easily. And we're now going to talk about cheese. Cheeses that are perfect for melting. Manchego, yum. Spanish. Gruyere, same level. A really acidic, bitey cheddar will be too much, but I've got a nice mid-strength cheddar here that I think should melt very nicely. So, ta-da! Now, we're just going to lay cheese all over it. Harry, bang that in the oven, and we're going to make our steak sandwich. We're slicing the steak because...
Easier to eat.
Easier to eat, yeah. And there's nothing worse than biting into a steak sandwich and taking the whole steak with you. OK, how's it looking?
Good.
Oh, yeah. Bring that out. Let's go. That's great. So, pop some money on that bit there.
I reckon we did a good job on that.
I reckon that looks all right. And then we'll lay the meat. Look at that.
That steak's pretty well.
You've cooked that steak absolutely perfectly. Look at that. A bit of salt. A little bit of aioli. Not a lot, because we've got a lot of cheese there, remember? Flip over the grilled cheese on top, making sure that the rounded side of the bread matches the other rounded side of the bread, obviously, because that's what presentation is all about. Grilly and oozy, I think that's pretty delicious. What do you reckon?
They look brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. That's a true MasterChef pun. You can see that lovely, sweet, sticky seam of onion. Harry's beautifully cooked steak, still a little bit rare in the middle. The garlickiness of the aioli, and then ooziness of that cheese. And there you have Matt and Harry's viewer's choice steak and toasted cheese sandwich. Harry, take it away.
Tomatoes.
Yes!
Yay! Tomatoes! Everyone can use tomatoes. If you're a MasterChef and you don't know how to use tomatoes, you're in big trouble.
Now, the tomato doesn't need to be the hero of your sandwich, but it must feature. That's the rules.
You have 120 minutes to make your bread, choose and make the filling, and give us the perfect sandwich.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's cook. Your time starts now.
I'm feeling pretty good, pretty happy. We've got tomatoes as the core ingredient, so I love tomatoes and I'll smash it. I'm going to use the tomatoes to make a baked bean jaffle, something that I've eaten as a kid throughout my whole life, and I love it.
Come on, Gluten, come on.
Suck at this.
Can I tell you, Matt, one thing I used to hate about going to school was taking my sandwich pre-done, because it would end up being soggy. Now, I will dread seeing a soggy sandwich or tasting a soggy sandwich today.
You see, I agree with you on most things, but I think with tomatoes, there's something delicious about when tomato juice soaks into bread. So, I mean, that's the great thing about a sandwich. They're so intensely personal, and we've got some really personal sandwiches being put on display today.
If I need any tips, Phil's right in front of me, so I'm pretty safe. Toasted sandwich.
to make my murtabak. I'm just about to put some filling in it. Today I've decided to go with a murtabak. It's a Malaysian street-style food. It's a beautiful little parcel, crunchy around the outside, filled with a beautiful mincy, spicy filling. The murtabak was a dish that I first ate when I was living in Malaysia with my family. And it was a family favourite. We used to go to the night markets and always have a murtabak, so I'm really happy to cook it today. This is one for the family.
Kylie, would you like some rare roast beef?
Yep, I'll try some.
Okay, maybe put some pickle on it.
It's nice.
There's a reason why they call this an invention test. It's because we get to see the best, I think, of the contestants. I love the fact that they've taken this idea of the perfect sandwich and they've gone in crazy directions. You've got Mindy making a kind of Singaporean-style murtabak roti sandwich. You've got Lydia making bread out of polenta. So making polenta and turning it into slabs to turn into the bread to make a sandwich of. Very inventive, but will it just be a vegetable stack? You've got Delvinda making a perfect Saturday night curry from the restaurant, sandwich with naan bread. Gary's a happy man. I mean, it's exhilarating stuff.
You know why this challenge is important? Is because somebody has the opportunity of winning immunity off the back of this.
Yeah, but don't forget, 3 of the least impressive sandwiches will go through to an elimination round, and 1 of them will go home.
That's spicy. Wow. I love the tang. Love the tang.
That's what chutney is, isn't it? Tang.
Tang.
All right, cool, that's done.
Alice, oh my God! They look good.
Thanks, Gary.
They look good. That's it. TK, you got to plate up.
Come on, TK.
Slice it, fill it, season it, plate it. 1 minute to go.
I don't know what to do with my plating.
I'm happy.
I'll wipe your plate for you if you want.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Sandwich is down. Well done.
Well done, babe.
Thank you.
I hate Bruce.
Mindy, bring your dish forward. Mindy, is this the perfect sandwich?
It's my perfect sandwich.
It's kind of like your Malaysian version of a toasted sandwich.
Yeah, in a way, I guess it is.
Audrey, you're from Singapore originally, yes?
Yeah.
Have you tried this dish?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like it?
Love it. We made it in the house, and she's awesome when it comes to roti canai. I mean, hands down, it's brilliant. I'd eat it if you don't want it.
No way at all. You're dreaming. I love it. And you know what? I love it because it's exactly what I hoped it was going to be. Not only is it that roti super thin, little sheets of crispy bread, but the meat filling's got some sweetness and some vibrancy from the spices you've used. I love the tomato and the little tower there. Great dish.
Thank you very much.